Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. I am Martina Lily and today we are going to rank my cool tone palettes in my collection. You guys have asked for this and I thought we would do it. So hopefully that sounds interesting to you guys. If it does, go ahead and do the YouTubey things like subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get into it. First things first, this makeup look is coming. This is actually a full face of Mcgrath Labs and it's a collab video with Mariam A and it is coming up on the channel shortly, so keep an eye out for that. But it is Moonlit Seduction cross Sublime Motherships on my eyes and the Omi cross Nude Romantic lipsticks if you're really wondering. I will try and remember to put them in the description box. Okay, I have 17 cool tone palettes. Now, when I was picking out my cool tone palettes, sometimes I get a bit like, oh, is that warm tone? Is it more neutral? And I really wanted to just kind of do cool tone. So I may be missing one or two that you might think is cool tone, but I was just a bit skeptical, so I just left it out. There might also be some in here that you're like, that is not pure cool tone. I'm sorry, I did my best. I also tried to exclude anything that I don't think is for sale anymore. And if I included one that's not for sale anymore, I apologize if that's annoying for you, because I know sometimes that is annoying if you like look at it and you're like, I really want that. Everything will be linked in the description box down below. They are affiliate links, so if you shop through them, thank you so much. All right, before we get into it, obviously this is a ranking 17 to 1. That's how many palettes I've picked out, 17 that I think is true cool tones. I gotta say, there is not one palette in this ranking, truly. There is not one palette that I don't recommend, love, enjoy using. I have zero regrets in purchasing any one of these palettes. So keep in mind that even if something ranks 17, it's not a bad product in any way, shape or form. I've literally just based this off my preference, like my personal opinion, because I think that every single one of these eyeshadow palettes is impeccable. Truly. I think I have 4 palettes in here that I did get from PR, so I'll let you know those when we get to them, but otherwise everything else was purchased with my own money. Number 17 is a Tom Ford Cream Quad. This is Violet Satine, sorry, this one right here. And I would say I have reviews or looks using every single one of these palettes on my channel. So if you just search Martina Lily with the name of the palette that I'm talking about, it should bring up the video or any videos that I've used them in. So this is an impeccable cream quad. Also, if I have swatches, I will insert them, any of these palettes as well, after I've done talking about them. So this is a beautiful, beautiful quad. The cream formula from Tom Ford is my absolute favorite formula from Tom Ford eyeshadows. You guys know that. I absolutely love it. I think this color story is really beautiful, especially if you're someone that loves that smoky purple look. It is ranking at number 17 because this kind of a color story is not something I'm going to reach for like more so than the other color stories. Again, I enjoy it. I regret nothing. I don't want to give it up. But in order of personal preference and opinion, I like the other color stories more personally. But I will say this is a very high quality cream quad, and if you are someone that was like, I am looking for that color story, that is the color story I need in my life, I highly recommend it. I really do. Number 16, actually I got this one in PR as well, so I got 5 palettes in PR. Apologies, this was sent in PR. This is the little Sigma eyeshadow quad in Tiramisu, and this is such a cute little color story and quad. It is super lightweight, really good for travel, and just kind of like, you know, a really stock and standard cool tone color story. Just if you are someone that wants something because maybe you travel a lot, or you do your makeup at the gym before going to work, or you do a lot of like, you know, doing a lot of your makeup on the go, or maybe you're just someone that doesn't have a lot of room and you just want like that one kind of cool tone color story and you just want it to be very lightweight. These are really high quality. Sigma also always has really, really good sales. You can pick these up. I think sometimes you can pick these up for like $10, I think. They also have their anniversary sale coming up where it'll be really cheap. So this is just an all-around really nice, affordable, but also like I said, someone that maybe doesn't have a lot of space for their makeup, just wants like a snack size cool tone palette or travels a lot, that kind of a thing. Great quad for that. Number 15, I'm not sure, I feel like there might still be 1 or 2 of these left, I'm hoping. This is the Christmas Eve palette from Oden's Eye, and I did get this in PR and I love this palette, and I hope that they just kind of keep bringing it out every year, because this color story and formula is amazing. It's ranking a little bit lower. I won't wear these colors on me every single day like I will a lot of the others, but like the formula, again, I've got a video of this swatching in depth and everything, and I love the tones, like this shade especially as a one and done. Oof. But like these are just like these multi-chrome duochrome goodness, foiled metallic, wonderful, absolutely beautiful color story, truly. And I am one of those people that genuinely, even though I got that in PR, thinks that the Oden formula is impeccable. Number 14, I also got this in PR. This is the Flower Nose palette. This one is in their Little Angel collection, and it's the Weeping Angel. First of all, packaging, look. Isn't that gorgeous? It is absolutely beautiful. I love it. Now, I did a full review of this collection, and you guys, these metallic shades shocked me. Look at these. Isn't that shocking? Look at that pigment. These are honestly as close to a shadow I've come as the Pat McGrath Labs like baked special shades, or like special shades like in the original, not Sunlit Seduction, Moonlit Seduction special shades like Subliminal, etc., that I've ever tried. They're amazing. They are amazing. Seriously, these are, oh, like, check out the review if you want to see the look. It was absolutely beautiful, and these mattes are gorgeous. The reason why this one in particular ranks a bit lower is just because these four mattes right here, I'm never going to use them really, like they're not my vibe. I wouldn't use them, but I do love these two right here, especially this one. But yeah, so the color story of this one, like the blues and the purples, is not so much my everyday vibe, but the quality of this is like A++++. Number 13 is the good old faithful Dior Soft Cashmere Quint. Absolutely beautiful, cool tone little quint. You cannot go wrong. Again, if you're someone that has textured lids, or you just want like a more satin finish for all those shadows rather than matte, and a combination, if you just want that straight down the line kind of satin finish, one and dones, then the Dior Soft Cashmere is probably worth a look in for you. I really like it. The formula is absolutely beautiful. For me, I would just like this middle shade actually to just be a straight matte, not a satin, and then it would probably rank a little bit higher. But I will say it's absolutely beautiful quad, and like I said, like one and done, just Number 12 is another Tom Ford quad, and this time we have Nude Dip. This is in the wet dry formula. It's actually one of my first ever. I think my husband bought me this for Christmas. It was like my second Tom Ford quad ever, and it's gorgeous. Again, just beautiful. If you are someone that just wants a little quad of one and dones, really great for textured lids, really great for mature lids, really beginner friendly. Literally, you can put any one of these shadows on as a one and done, even just with your finger, and kind of blend it out, and it looks absolutely stunning and chic. This is the one for you. And you can wet these to make them, amp them up a little bit. You can put them on dry to kind of make them a bit more subtle and satiny. It is a real classic Tom Ford quad for a reason, and if you are especially that one and done shadow lover, it might be the quad for you. Number 11 is a newer quad to my collection. Again, my husband got me this for Christmas. I'm a lucky gal. This is the Guerlain quad in Imperial Moon. And I'm just gonna say, I love every single one of these, let's given. But this one is like a baked type formula, and it's quite a unique, special formula, and it is very pretty. Again, one and dones, but this one has so much more oomph to it than you think. Like, you can wet this sparkly shade and it really will like amp up on the eye. It's beautiful. Or you can just like tap it over the eye for a little bit of sparkle. I personally love these two shades as one and dones as well. Just gorgeous. And the only reason why, like, this formula probably ranks a little bit higher than others, but it's just, I don't get a lot of use out of the black. I probably would have liked maybe even a deeper gray, maybe, as this, like a real dark gray, and then that would probably go higher. So yeah, but the formula is chef's kiss. Top 10. So number 10 is the beautiful Dior Smokey Essentials Backstage Eyeshadow Palette. Again, like, just an incredible palette for one and dones. I recently did a look, it was like as my second Sephora recommendation sale video where I did a full look with like older faves, but I used this as my eyeshadow palette and I used this one as just like my one and done all over the lid, and it was absolutely gorgeous. But like this is basically just a palette of one and dones, and then this bottom, or these two shades here, and this one is like just these slight deepening shades. But also like if you have a deep skin tone, then you've got like this shadow, and this shadow as well, which would be absolutely stunning one and dones for you guys with deeper skin tones. And then you can use these as like brightening shades for like the lid or the inner corner. So it's quite a versatile palette in that sense. Absolutely beautiful formula. It's not your luxury Chanel type formula where it's like completely soft pigment, but it's also not like your Pat McGrath, Natasha Denona where it's like a full pigment. It's kind of like smack bang in the middle, but it's absolutely beautiful, beginner friendly, gorgeous, and again, nice and small for those of you that maybe don't have a lot of room, etc. Number 9 is another palette that I got in PR. It is the Oden's Eye. Actually, no, I'm totally lying. I bought this with my own money. Disregard. Jewels and Gem. This is actually my first. I got the Jewels and Gem and the Stone and Rock palettes. They were my first ever Oden's Eye purchase, and then I think they must have seen that video and put me on the PR list. So I paid with this, my own money. Anyway, gorgeous. Look at this color story. Isn't it beautiful? Absolutely amazing. I love and adore this color story. These like metallic shades too are so unique and beautiful and special. Look at them. Oof. I absolutely love them. Just want to bathe in them. They're incredible, and the matte formula is gorgeous, and I just love that the shades in here are just ever so slightly unique, like just slightly. Like you might have tones like this in your collection but not exactly like these, and I just absolutely love and adore it. Really, really worth a high look in my personal opinion. Number 8, you can't go past the Viseart Cashmere Charmeuse palette. I did have also just the straight Cashmere palette in here as well, but this one is definitely more cool toned than that one, so I took it out because I was a bit like, oh, I think it might just be more straight neutral. This is fantastic. One, we know the Viseart formula, right? You just you can't go past the Viseart formula. It is perfection in my personal opinion. And they also amped this one up. This shade here, you can't tell. Is it that one? No, sorry, this one right here. Kind of can't tell in the pan and even just on a simple swatch, but it's actually quite a duochromy, beautiful shade, but like a bit more subtle. So again, if you have mature lids, textured lids, beginner to eyeshadow, I mean, obviously any level of experience is gonna love this, but just looking for that like really nice, like not too soft, but just like everyday, fuss-free kind of eyeshadow palette. Can't go past Viseart. You can't go past any Viseart palette. Pick a color story you like and you'll love it. Trust me, so bloody good. Their mattes blend themselves and the metallics are just gorgeous, and they're really impactful without being so impactful as in like you don't get any fallout from them, and they'll suit any eyelid. Just perfection. Perfection. Number 7 is my second Flower Nose palette. This one's Eden's Angel, and yes, I got this one in PR as well. Isn't that beautiful? And I love this immensely. This is my kind of a color story. Look at that. And again, these sparkly shades, not as intense as the other one, I will say. These are more of like a soft, everyday, or just like a softer, my version of everyday anyway, like Pat Special shade. Like, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oof. And then again, the tones of these mattes, impeccable for me personally. I absolutely love them, and they're buttery, they blend themselves, they're just absolutely stunning. And I love this as like a really softer everyday look, but with like a little bit of fairy dusting over the lid and like glitter on the lid for like, you know, that like oomph. I absolutely love this. Honestly, I highly recommend checking out these palettes, you guys. They are high quality, truly. Number 6, can you go past the Natasha Denona Glam palette? Back in the day, this would have been number 1, but I've definitely gotten other cool tone color stories now that I just think I lean towards more. But I mean, if you just want a cool tone kind of color story that is just got everything, you don't really need to worry, you just want that one palette that's got like everything, then you can't go past Natasha Denona, right? Like this is a staple in a collection for a reason. high quality. The mattes are impeccable, the metallics are impeccable, the color story is just absolutely stunning, and you just can't go, I don't know, you just can't go wrong with a Natasha Denona palette, can you? And it's got everything you can need. I will say this isn't probably the most cool tone palette you could ever get. It can lean, depending on your skin tone and your undertone, a little bit more neutral, warm tone, not warm tone, but more neutral. So if you are also looking for a cool tone palette but maybe not so cool tone because you're a little bit nervous about it, because that can be a thing, then maybe this is the one that would be for you. Number 5, it has to be the YSL Quad in 100 Stora dolls. The formula, you guys. It's all about like these luxury formulas that these brands have been releasing last year, just a whole other level, and I keep saying it over and over again. Absolutely, like this suede type matte feeling, and then these beautiful silky pearly satins, and then you've even got this metallic shade right here, which if you use something like the Pat Intensify stick or wet your brush, you can like amp it up to really have some oomph to it, or you can put it on dry and it will just be like a real soft little sparkle. Absolutely gorgeous. I want more color stories in this formula. It is so good, and it's just absolutely delightful. And like, look how cute this little packaging is. And I will say, like, it's the formula in particular of this quad that really makes it special. It's a very unique, like, I'm pretty sure they call this like skincare infused type formula, and it really is unique, and that's what makes this also so special. Number 4, you just can't go past the Isamaya Industrial 1 palette. 2.0 has a little bit of cool tone, but also a bit of warm tone as well, but this one's pretty much straight cool tone. And look at it, like, this is the OG palette from Isamaya, and I mean, I fell in love with this instantly. I still love this immensely. I do like the formula of 2.0 slightly better because she just took it to another level, but in saying that, this is still like 9.9 out of 10 quality. Like, it's incredible, and the shades and everything in here are so good. And I will say though, with this one, I wouldn't recommend using your fingertips with this formula personally. This forms much better with a brush. I've noticed anytime I use my fingers with this, even just swatching, the shades will like hard pen a little bit, but anytime I use a brush, I have absolutely zero problem whatsoever. But this is just, oh, it is so unique. All of the shades in here are so unique. You have multiple different textures, multiple different formulas, and it is so good. And I hope she does Industrial 3.0, if I'm honest with you. I really do. Number 3 has absolutely got to be, and this is going to pain some of you, I'm so sorry, the Chanel Eclat de Nude quad, because I know a few of you missed out on this, I think. If I can find it anywhere available, I will absolutely link it down below available. I think in the US, I think all the other countries, it's actually still available, so you guys, like, I mean, this was my number 1 ranking for all the palettes that I've tried so far this year in the first quarter, and I've tried a few. Like this shade right here, one and done. This one, again, like, you can really build this up to have some oomph. You can just dust it on. This is just a really subtle satin shade. This is an eye like if you want to do like a wing liner with it or use it to deepen up the shadows. It is such a good cool tone quad. It really is. It is perfection for me. Really great for the everyday. Like, you can really create quite a few different cool tone looks with this, even though there's only 4 shadows. Great for any lid type, great for beginners. Can't go wrong, truly. It is limited edition though, so if you can still get it and you're like, I think I kind of want that, run, don't walk, because it is limited edition. Why, I don't know. I wonder if you guys can guess my top 2. I feel like you might, but I think you maybe might have them around the wrong way, maybe. So number 2, obviously, Pat McGrath Labs Subliminal. I freaking love this quad. This is my favorite. I say Moonlit Seduction's my favorite, and it is, but also I actually think my favorite Mothership is a mixture of Subliminal and Moonlit Seduction, because clearly I love the mattes in Subliminal, these tones of the mattes, much more than I like them in Moonlit Seduction. But then I love the metallics in Moonlit Seduction more than I like the metallics in this one. And like the special shades here, like, I don't know, I just want like a giant Mothership with like Moonlit and Subliminal together, I think. Anyway, but I didn't include, sorry, Moonlit Seduction because it is kind of cool tone, but the mattes in there are not really that cool tone. They're very pinky. So anyway, I mean, This is phenomenal. Look, I love this. This is my OG like favorite transition shade of all time. And just like this one right here is so special. I just love this. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Even these metallics, like don't sleep on them. They look stunning on the lids. Like it's really a gorgeous, gorgeous Mothership. And if you are someone that's looking for a cool tone palette and you really just want to go high quality, something special, something unique, you can't go past this one. It's really so good. It's definitely like my top 2 Motherships. It's paired with Moonlit Seduction. And then number 1, I wonder who guesses number 1. What's a little dirty? Let me wipe it off a little bit. Number 1, Lisa Eldridge Vega. Can't go past it. Can't go past it. Like, look, I've even hit pan on this shade right here. And I just love it. And I feel like it's just everything about this, to be honest with you. Like the formula, especially of Lisa's mattes, are so unique. They're like this gorgeous, like suede type formula. I don't know. I think she calls them a velvet. That's exactly how I would call them. And then her metallics even are just so beautiful. Like the thing that I love about the Lisa Eldridge formula in particular is that you can apply this with your fingers and it will blend out. Like every single one of these shadows will just, you could apply with your finger and it will blend out perfectly. You can use all of these as like one and dones, but even the metallics, you can apply them with your finger to like really amp them up. And like if you put some glitter glue down or something, it'll really amp them up and make them molten. Then you can apply it with a brush and it will like just soften them out and make them not as impactful in a really nice way. It's a very versatile palette. The shadows blend themselves. Literally, they blend themselves and it's just pure perfection. It goes with any like lid texture, age, whatever. It's just pure perfection. You can also pop the pans out, so if you like say I use this shade up completely, I can just repurchase this one shade and pop it back in. It's also beautiful packaging. It's nice and lightweight while still feeling luxe. So again, if you're someone that wants a smaller collection or wants to be able to just pop it in your bag and take it with you, whatever, you can do that. And it's just one of the highest quality eyeshadow formulas I have ever tried. Personally, can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. All right, that is all 17 palettes ranked. What do you guys think? Was it about how you would have put them? Let me know in the comments. And what is your number 1 favorite cool tone palette yourself? If you are a cool tone palette lover, I would love to know. And I just hope you enjoyed it and it was a little bit of makeup fun. Now, if you're watching to this point, you know you're an absolute legend. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. And an extra special shout out to my Lily absolute legends. Thank you so much for supporting my channel, and thank you to all of my members for supporting my channel. And that is it. So I hope you have the most amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time. Bye.